dear. I'm looking everywhere for you. Mrs. Hammond helped me look, didn't we? Oh, yes, we've been trying to find you. We were worried about you. Auntie Mary, it's very damp and chilly down here. We should get you upstairs in the warm. You could get a chills.
I'll make us a nice cup of tea. Then you can tell us what's on your mind.
Well, silly. What's the matter, Auntie Mary? Why is she doing that? She doesn't want to daycare patients.
I don't think your aunt is very well at the moment, Deborah.
Oh, I can see that. Perhaps I ought to call someone.
Oh, I'll do it. I've got the doctor's number in my bag.
Auntie Mary, do you think you could make it upstairs?
I should let her be, dear. I wouldn't try and lose her. The doctor will sort her out. Look, you stay in the door while I go and make a phone call.
Well, don't be long. It's all right, Auntie Mary. Mrs. Hammond has gone to alert the task force. Any minute now, the SAS will be lowering themselves down the drain pipes. It's awfully dark and dingy down here, Auntie Mary. What made you come down? Something happened?
It's engaged at the moment. I put the kettle on, so I'll keep trying while I'm waiting.
Okay.
Does your aunt take sugar?
Yes, I think so. I'm not really sure.
I'll just bring the bowl down then. She can put it in herself. You just keep talking. I'm sure that will help.
Talking. Right. Must be handy having a cellar. Somewhere to keep all your junk. You have to keep ours in the garage. Tom says it's these modern houses that don't build them with enough storage space, he says. Did I tell you that Tom had been promoted? Yes, he's head chef at the Lemon Tree now. It's a proper promotion this time, he says. Don't get to see that much of him now, though. His hours are a bit hectic and they need him a lot more now. But the money's better. I thought I might get a few tidbits back from the menu, but no chance. Tom says it's health and safety rules or something. No doggy bags allowed. So I can't tell you if the food's good, Auntie, but he certainly smells nice when I see him. I know you never really liked Tom much, but he's a good man, really. He's just a bit weak. Like this thing with Melanie. I know it'll blow over after a couple of weeks, like that thing with Dawn. Anyway, I've let him have some space for a while. Well, Tom thought it would be a good idea, so he's moved out. And to be honest, it's kind of nice having the place to myself. I mean, get to watch what I like on the telly, that sort of thing. He has to come back soon, doesn't he? Doesn't he?
Everything okay, ladies?
Here I am with a good old-fashioned cup of tea, guaranteed to revive us all. I can only find sugar lumps, I'm afraid, so I bought a little knife, just in case your aunt only liked half a spoonful.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Hammond. Any luck with the doctor?
Oh, no, I'm afraid he's still engaged. I'll pop up again in a minute. How's everything down here?
No change, I'm afraid.
Well, let's have this cup before it gets cold. It was blowing a gale up there when I was making the tea, and her aunt has left one of the kitchen windows open. I wonder if you wouldn't mind closing it for her. My hands aren't so good with those catches.
Isn't that the door?
It must have been the wind.
Oh. But it will still open now, won't it? I mean, it's not locked or anything now, is it?
I hope not. Mine has a handle on both sides of the door.
Well, this one doesn't. Oh my God, we're locked in.
Well, don't panic, dear. I'm sure we're not locked in.
Well, what would you call it then? Temporarily unable to escape?
Here, let me try.
What are we going to do? No one even knows that we're down here.
Well, you do appear to be right. It's impossible to open from the inside.
Oh my God!
Come on now, calm down, dear. There must be a way out.
Well, where?
Well, I don't know, but there's no need to panic just yet.
Oh, really? So when do you suggest I panic then? Next week when I'm starved to death? Help!
Don't be so melodramatic. It won't come to that. Besides, it'll take more than a week to starve to death. Look at that magician fellow. He managed to stay alive just by drinking water for 40 days.
Yes, but we don't have any water, do we? Just 3 cups of tea and a bowl of sugar. Help!
Sooner or later, somebody's going to notice that we're missing and put 2 and 2 together and come and find us.
Oh, really? So, yeah, who's going to notice that you're missing then, Mrs. Hammond? Your husband? Oh, no, that's right. You don't have a husband, do you? Or a partner, or a vaguely interested third party, which I think you'll find leads us completely up the swanny unless your cat has learned to dial 999.
So, what about you? You have a husband, don't you? Tim, or whatever his name is?
His name's Tom.
Well, there you are then. I'm sure Tom will be anxiously searching for you as soon as you don't appear home for tea.
Well, he's not at home.
Well, when he gets back then.
He's not coming back.
You mean he's left you?
No, of course not.
Well, where is he then? Is he away on a trip or something?
No, not that. It's just... Look, it doesn't matter why. What matters is that we're locked in Auntie Mary's cellar.
But then that means that nobody knows that we are here.
Oh, at last. The penny's dropped.
Oh, there's no need to be rude. It's not my fault we're down here. I was only trying to help you, if you remember. You were the one worried about your aunt, not me.
Yes. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, it's just... I'm frightened, you know? I mean, we could be down here forever. 3 rat-gnawed skeletons propped up against the walls.
Now, really. It won't come to that. But sooner or later, somebody is going to find us. In the meantime, why don't we have a cup of tea before it goes cold? I'm a great believer in keeping calm in a crisis, you know.
Well, should we conserve our fluids? You know, just in case it's a while before we're found.
Well, I hardly think that's necessary, but you do what makes you feel better. Personally, I'm going to let a good cup of tea go cold on the off chance. Look, all we need is one of the other neighbours to come knocking, and it could be out in half an hour.
Okay, perhaps you're right. I'll have a few sips now and save the rest for later, just in case.
This floor is filthy.
Suppose we ought to find something more comfortable to sit on if we'll be down here for a while.
Hey, isn't this an old garden chair?
Oh, this? Yeah. Yes, and it is. Here, you can have it if you can put it up. I'm useless with those things. Oh, this will do nicely. Do you think she can hear us?
Well, if she can, she doesn't seem particularly interested.
I wonder what happened. What made her come down? It's awfully depressing. It's as though she wants to just shut herself away from the world.
And now we're all in the same boat.
Only we can choose to be.
Well, perhaps she didn't choose to be either. Perhaps whatever it is that's upset her so much has caused her mind to take her out of living for a while, to protect her.
Oh, but what could have made her come down? I mean, she was teaching English by correspondence. She was hardly living a life of intrigue.
How would you know? You didn't exactly spend a lot of time with her.
So? I had a lot on with work and Tom and everything. And besides, I really don't think that my relationship with my aunt is any of your business.
Well, perhaps you just wouldn't have come to this.
Thanks for those few words of comfort.
What do you want me to say? Things that make you feel better? Look, call me a nosy on what's it if you like, but I never saw so much as a soul visit your aunt the past few months. The closest she got to a conversation was a quick chat with the milkman on a Saturday morning.
The milkman! Yes, of course, the milkman. Why didn't I think of that? He's bound to come looking if Auntie doesn't open the door. Ah, thank God. At least I can sit here safe in the knowledge that I'm not going to strip up and down anymore.
Nice to know you were listening to something I said at least.
Look, I was listening. To all of it, it's just... Well, I think you're being unfair, that's all.
I suppose you were living a busy life. Isn't that what people say?
But I am busy, as it happens, very busy. To be quite honest with you, Mrs. Hammond, I've had enough. My relationship with my aunt is none of your business. Can we not talk about something else whilst we're down here?
Suit yourself, dear.
Mrs. Hammond, she's gone.
Oh dear, yes. Mary dear, how are you?
Auntie Mary. Oh, Auntie, you okay? It's me, it's Deborah. Trusted me from my sleep. Oh, I must be freezing. Here, let me.
Come away, dear. Leave her for a minute. Come on. I'm sure she'll feel more at ease.
I hate seeing her like this.
So do I, dear, but nowadays there are doctors especially for this kind of thing. And who's to say that with a few drugs and some therapy, she'll be right as rain before you know it? And it's not that cold down here. I'm sure she'll survive until we get out.
If we ever get out, you mean. How long will we asleep?
About 4 hours.
God, feels like days.
That's because you have the life up there. For people like me, this is just life without the television.
Don't you get out much then either?
No, not much.
You would have thought living so close to your aunt that we would have been good company for each other, wouldn't you?
But we won't. I live behind my curtain, and she lived behind hers.
I don't see what you mean.
No, I don't suppose you do, dear. Our eyes have a horrible way of deceiving us, don't you think? We think we see things clearly, and yet we don't. We really don't, you know.
You're not making a lot of sense, Mrs. Hunt.
No, forgive me, but perhaps I should explain, but first, please tell me something. When you look at me, what do you see? I mean, honestly see.
Well, I see a middle-aged lady who lives on her own and who looks neat and
Harmless.
well, I was going to say tidy, but yes, you look harmless. Why aren't you?
Before I moved into this street, your aunt and I were friends. Did you know that? We lived in the same village.
Langley?
Yes, Langley. We grew up there together.
Why didn't my aunt say anything? Didn't she recognise
Oh
you?
no, she recognised me all right. That's why she didn't want to have anything to do with me.
Why? What happened between you two? Did you steal her boyfriend or something?
No, I killed him.
You what?
I killed him.
You are joking, right?
I wish I were, dear.
I don't believe this.
So she never mentioned Charlie to you at all?
No. She never mentioned anyone called Charlie to me or to anyone else.
Funny that. There was a time when she couldn't stop talking about him.
Mrs. Hammond, I don't know whether you think this is some sort of joke or something, but I don't happen to be finding it particularly amusing. I don't believe for one second that you killed anyone. You're just trying to frighten me.
And are you frightened?
No, of course not.
Good. Because I never meant to scare you. I was just trying to explain about me and Mary.
Look! Upset her!
It's because I mentioned Charlie.
Don't be so ridiculous.
She can hear us.
Oh, then that's a good thing, isn't it?
Did you hear me, Mary? You remember Charlie, don't you? Your sweetheart? The man you were going to marry?
What do you think you're doing?
You thought he loved you, didn't you, dear? You believed everything he told you, but he was a liar, wasn't he, Mary? A dirty, It's nearly midnight. I said it's nearly midnight.
Why did you do that?
Because perhaps I'm tired of living behind a curtain.
Oh, so you're quite happy to make everybody else miserable just because you feel like it?
Well, at least it proves she can hear us.
Why did you say all that stuff? Could you not see how much it was upsetting her?
Have you asked yourself why it upsets her so much?
No, why should I?
Because it's true. All of it. When I asked you to describe me, you took it for granted that my name was Hammond, didn't you?
That's because it is.
No, it isn't. That was the name the police gave me when I was released from prison. They wanted to give me a chance of living out my life without reprisals. So I was given a new name and a new home. It was the worst kind of irony to see your aunt move into number 25. However thorough the police have been with me, they never thought to check the movements of your aunt. Coincidence is a curious thing, don't you think?
You were in prison.
Oh yes, for 24 years of my life.
Small price to pay for taking someone's life, I suppose.
You think I got off lightly?
I really don't think anything at all. No, actually, that's not true. I think that you are as screwed up as she is at the moment, And quite frankly, being locked up in a cellar with the pair of you is not how I was planning to spend the night.
My name was Jenny Franklin. I was sentenced in July 1980. I spent the first 14 years in Holloway and the last 10 in Cookham Wood. I had a daughter. She was given to Charlie's family to raise, and I never saw her again.
No, I'm sorry, I still don't believe a word of this.
I've carried that around with me since the trial. I don't know why. It's just something to look at when it doesn't seem real. A reminder when I wake up in the morning that it wasn't just a nightmare.
Oh my God.
It was a long time ago.
Why didn't you just move on when you knew that my aunt was living so close to you? Didn't you just move away?
I had no job, no money after prison. You have to understand, I wasn't used to being in the outside world.
You could have told the police, got them to move you on.
No, I was frightened. I didn't want to move on.
Oh, so you thought you'd just hang around and upset my aunt some more, did you?
Do you think I should have given her some peace?
Well, why not? She'd done nothing to you. It was you. You'd obviously destroyed her when you murdered the man that she loved. Oh, it all makes sense now, doesn't it? That's why she's like this. It's because she recognised you. That's what made her withdraw, come out of life, as you put it. It's because she couldn't stand the pain that you constantly reminded her of.
It isn't as simple as that.
Isn't it? Well, you couldn't do the decent thing, could you? You couldn't just leave her alone with her memories. No, you had to stick around, taunting her with your freedom into your life. The life that you took away from Charlie.
No, you don't understand.
What don't I understand?
It wasn't like that. Mary was
what? Tortured? Suffering? Knowing that you were so close? Well, you make me sick, you know that. And as soon as we get out of here, you'll make sure that my aunt is safe. And as far away from you as possible.
No, you don't understand.
Just leave me alone. Auntie Mary, are you okay?
A bit better, thanks, love. I'm sorry about that. I suppose I must have frightened you.
I thought you were ill.
Maybe I was a little. I've got a bit too much, you see. I just wanted it all to go away.
No, it's all right. I understand everything. I know about Jenny. She told me.
She's a wicked woman, Deborah.
You don't have to convince me, Auntie. To be honest, I think she's mad as a hatter.
She wanted him for herself, you see. She couldn't bear it that Charlie wanted me instead.
It must have been terrible.
Crime of passion, they called it. Everyone knew he wanted a divorce, and yet she wouldn't let him go.
A divorce?
We hadn't meant to fall in love. We didn't plan it or anything. It's just fate. We were meant to be together.
So Charlie was Jenny's husband?
She didn't tell him.
No.
Couldn't believe it when I saw her walking past my window. I recognised her immediately. Believe it or not, she hasn't changed that much. Prison's obviously been kind to her.
Auntie, you do know that we're locked in down here, don't you?
Oh, we dear, that's nice.
Nice.
It's ironic, isn't it? Us being down here again.
What do you mean again?
you and me and Charlie.
Auntie, Charlie's dead.
What am I saying? Of course he is.
So, do you know of any other way out of here?
Doesn't have a handle on the inside.
I know that, Auntie.
I took it off, you see.
I wish you hadn't.
Poor Charlie.
Yes, poor Charlie. But don't you know of any other way out?
He wanted to get out too, you see.
Yes, I know, Auntie. You told me he loved you.
I asked him to take a look at the tank. He was good with things like that. Folk were often asking him to fix things.
What tank?
Jenny had gone to stay with her mother for a bit. I used to go round and help look after Charlie for her. She was so stupid, so trusting. She had no idea about Charlie and me.
What do you mean?
He felt guilty. He said he couldn't leave her. I mean, can you believe that? Just look at her. She never had the looks or the figure I had. All she had was that rotten little kid that she dangled in front of him.
So what happened, Auntie?
It wasn't his fault. He was weak. She was too strong for him. It's up to me to protect him, to keep him away from her.
Did you shut the door to the cellar?
It was the only way, you see. I mean, I couldn't let her have him, could I? I had to keep him safe. So I took the door handle off.
You left him down there? For how long, Auntie? For how long?
Oh, I couldn't listen to his screams. I used to sit in the garden for hours. It took such a long time to stop screaming.
How could you do that? You left him down there to die.
He deserved it. She deserved it.
Nobody deserves what you did, Auntie. Nobody.
Doesn't matter now anyway. No one will ever know.
Well, I'll know. I can't just brush what you did under the carpet. You killed a man, Auntie. And then you let his poor wife serve 24 years in prison. Not to mention giving up her child. How could you do that?
Because she deserved it, I tell you! All of it! Charlie loved me. He really loved me. Yet she wouldn't let him go. He told her about it and she wouldn't let him go.
He never told me.
That's not true.
It is true. He never told me about you or being unhappy. I never knew.
He was miserable with you.
I never knew.
With your stupid supper parties and your badminton club dues. He hated it. Every minute of it. He couldn't wait to get away from me. He couldn't wait to get into my bed at night. To be with a woman who made him feel like a man, not some suburban status symbol.
No, stop it.
Why wouldn't you let him go?
He never asked me.
You liar! Trick! You're lying! No! Stop it! Please stop it!
I would have let him go. If that would have saved him, I would have let him go. Did you know that she killed him? He was there all that time, and I didn't know. I could have saved him. It's not my fault. I could have saved him. It's not your
get out. Nobody knows you're here, do they?
Sooner or later, someone will find us.
Yes. But will it be soon? Or just too late?
I need to sit down. Are you okay? Just rest this. I'll be alright in a minute. You see what you've done?
I think I care.
You're a monster. To think that all this time I thought that you were just some sweet, innocent old auntie, and all the time you were some sort of sadistic nutcase who let this poor woman suffer for a crime that you committed. You disgust me.
Did you hear that, Jimmy? I discussed her. Charlie would have been so upset to hear her say that.
Oh, who cares what Charlie would have thought? I certainly don't give a damn. And just when I get out, it's get too claustrophobic. Help! Help me! Can anyone hear me? Help!
Panic. Can you feel it?
Please help me.
This is what Charlie must have felt.
Until help!
First the hope, the confidence, and then the fear, the panic that perhaps no one will ever come to.
Help me! Please help us! Please don't know what she's going to say!
Oh,
Help me!
whatever shall we do?
What's the time?
Does it matter?
How long have you been down here?
3 days.
God. I need a drink.
She'll start to smell soon.
Poor woman. Her heart must have just given up on her.
I'm glad she's dead.
Why? Why are you glad? She'd done nothing to you. She was just an innocent old lady who'd been to prison for a crime you committed. Look at her. Look at her. She didn't deserve any of this. She should have been allowed to grow old and enjoy what time she had left. You've taken that too, haven't you?
Stood in my way. You both stood in my way.
So that's justification, is it? She stood in my way. Who the hell do you think you are? That you can just destroy people simply because you can't have what you want? Have you ever considered that perhaps Charlie didn't actually love you? Perhaps the reason that he didn't tell Jenny about you was because he loved her and he never had any intention of leaving her. And you were nothing more than a bit of fun.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? If it hadn't been for you, none of this would have happened.
Me? Me? What have I got to do with this? I didn't even know her or your bloody Charlie.
Well, but you did.
How?
Well, if she hadn't have had you, he would have left her.
I don't understand.
It was you! You were the kid! The reason that Charlie wouldn't leave her!
Me? What are you talking about? I had a dad, don't you remember?
Charlie was my cousin. When they put her away, they handed you over to my brother and his wife.
No. No, this is just just your way of twisting the knife to make me suffer for your pain.
Seen any baby photos of you? Got any pictures of you as a baby before you were 2 years old?
No, I would have known, they would have told me.
Told you what? That your mother was a murderer? That she'd left your poor old daddy to die in the cellar downstairs while you played with your dollies upstairs? No. They wanted to protect you. They wanted to keep you in the dark. We weren't even allowed to visit Charlie's grave because of you! No!
I don't believe you! I don't believe you!
It's a shame she died before I could tell her you were her daughter.
Shut up.
I could have played Scylla. Surprise, surprise!
Shut up.
The moment hits you right between
I
your
said,
eyes.
shut up!
Surprise!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Auntie Mary, I'm so sorry, please.
Doesn't look like you can get it now. Isn't that the most annoying Charlie. So we can all be together. No one can stand between us anymore. We'll be together forever.